So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome again to our class. So before we start, I would ask you if you have questions and clarification from the previous reporter doon tungkol sa case study nila. Anyone? Do you have any questions or clarifications? Kina John Ray na report last time.
Wala, ma'am. Nakuha sa ako na side.
Okay, so most of you walay pangutana. So I guess I will just have since walang tanong yung iba, so then I will just have one question for all. No, kasi it's very in terms of the report, everything is klaro naman. No? The way they presented, their creativity and everything, it's very clear. So my only question, which can be answered by any of the group, is what's in the case study that makes it different from other research, types, no? Like for example, feasibility. So what makes case study different, and for what purpose it is, or is it? So anyone can answer.
Okay po, ma'am.
Yes, John Ray.
So, a case study is different from the other types of research since a case study is like it is documenting the challenges faced and the solution that the firm gave them. I mean, yung in terms of approach po, ma'am, inquiry, it is most on exploratory, interpretative, and descriptive questions po. I think
yes.
that's it.
Yes, that's very true. That's very good. How about the others? Would like to answer more? Princess?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. So, aside doon sa exploratory type, no? So what else are the differences of the case study? Or ano ba ang mainly purpose niya?
Mainly purpose.
Or anyone can just answer the question. No, asa na si Novi? Nawala na iyang screen share. Novi? Ay, Novi naman. Si,
ma'am, about atong amuang report, ma'am.
Yes. Si Vanessa de.
One, ma'am, identify the ways of the three farmers upon managing their farms.
Okay, very good. No? According to John Ray, it's more on exploratory, and the information based is according to Princess.
Opo.
Princess Gani. Na it's based on the of the farmers. Ano nga yun, Princess?
Identify the ways, ma'am, of the three farmers of managing their farms.
Their ways and practices. No? So that's a very good answer. How about the others? Do you have some more addition before we start? One last more addition.
Pareho lang po yung thought. Pareho lang po yung thought, ma'am.
Okay, so
It,
congratulations to the first group. So and I'm looking forward for your proposal, but that would be individual. Okay, so shall we start now?
No, ma'am.
Yes, Van.
Ma'am. Okay na. So good, ma'am.
Yes, you can start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we're going to present the commodity system study about the industry of agriculture. So first, let's talk about the sector assessment summary, agriculture and natural resources. So first, in performance, problems, and opportunities. So in this summary, we will talk about the problems, the opportunities, and performance of agriculture. So first, let's talk about the sector importance. So in this section, we will going to present pros and cons in which the industry or sector of agriculture.
No. Nawala si. Sige lang. Wait lang pa na makabalik. Okay, Van. Yes. Nawala si Vanessa?
Ate Vanessa, nakamute po kayo.
So there will be 2 reporters or 3 for
So, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay na siya. So, number 1, the sector importance and growth potential. So, last 2000 to 2001, the prices or the share of agriculture, natural resources, and
Wait lang, Van. Wait lang. Imong screen wala. Imong screen, paki-share. Van?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Imong screen, paki-share. Presentation nimo.
Padali lang, ma'am, ha. Minuwa. Dili ko kakuan. Ay, ma'am, pwede mag-send na lang ko sa imo og file, ma'am?
Yes,
wala magud, ma'am.
Sige, send sa ko.
Kanang sa imo. Sige po, ma'am. Yes po, ma'am.
Nag-send na ka?
Padali ha. Wala. Sa. Nag-send ako, ma'am.
Okay. So, kinsay kauban nimo mag-ano?
Sila Aisil, ma'am. Sila Axel, Mera Luna.
Kami, ma'am.
Si Wilin, ma'am. Si
Ah, okay. Okay, I think, mo na ni siya, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, okay na ako. So we are now on Dire no? Dire na to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wow, wait lang. Sige, okay ra ang ano, size niya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, sige, go.
Start na, ma'am.
Makita na ninyo ang screen, di ba? Ay,
Yes,
next.
Yes, ma'am.
Next na pod.
Klaro, ma'am, klaro.
Dara pa siya, ma'am. Dara pa.
Okay, sige, start.
So first, balikan. So sector importance and growth potential. So the year 2000 to 2001, the share of agriculture, the natural resources and environment decline. So maybe there are some factors that cause the decline of agriculture. It can be because of floods, the typhoons, because we are tropical prone area. We expect that agriculture lost its or declined its production. Next, last 2007 to 2009, medyo naka-recover na ang production of agriculture, in which it declined for over 18%. But although there is a decline of production in the state of agriculture, but there's still an importance with agriculture. So we can't deny the fact that agriculture is one of the key driver of the economy in the rural areas. So like for example, here in our locality, the Samal, so the basic key driver or basic employment here in our locality is through the agriculture areas or through agriculture industry, because we are in the island. So of course, many people or some people are having their job in agriculture industry. So although this is the area in which it is the key driver of economy, but sad to say, still in the rural areas, poverty incidence remains high. Next slide, please, ma'am. So agriculture.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Agriculture remains a major source of employment. So with about 36% total employed population working in the sector. So according to this study, as a key driver of economy in the Philippines, so 36% are employed in the agriculture sector. And then in the year 2008, the total agricultural export or the finished products that we send to the other countries or to the international countries reached about $3.9 billion. So 8% of total Philippine export in 2008. So it comprise or it consists of $1.10 billion for vegetables and fruit, and for the fixed vegetable oil and fat, which is 1.04 billion. So this is an estimation. Then last fish and fish processing, so 0.64 billion. So this is price for the 3.9 billion export 2008. The agriculture industry really have a big help to the economy, because this is
Nawala na po siya.
Yun yung signal, ma'am.
Asa na to?
Yun yung mga signal ng area, ma'am.
Sa Samal. Sige.
Ano, sa Umbay. Umbay, ma'am.
Van, are you back?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nag-loading ko, ma'am. Uy, kamamo internet. Sige, padayon lang ko, ma'am. Alam mo ko copy, ma'am. So, that's it. So, agriculture is a very important driver in the
Wala yun si Van. So maybe also one solution for this is for those of you na who can make a recorded video. Kaya you have application sa inyong PowerPoint, pwede na siya actually kung ano nimo insertan o mag-insert ka dere o it's either video or audio, no? Pwede nimo na insertan kay para ang imong explanation i-record na nimo dere. Makita ninyo akong screen, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for those who, pero ngayon nandito na si Van. For the rest of you para Pag send din nyo sa PowerPoint, diretso na lang play. Sige, go, Van.
Sige. Yes, ma'am. So now after the agricultural export, the crop, now are one of those countries who export products from other country, then we also have the crop subsector. So this is dominated by low value crops such as rice, maize, or corn, and then coconut. So the question is that why is it considered this three, since we are also agricultural area country, why is it that these three are considered as low value crops? So according to our research, then I read last night that this is considered as low value crops. It's because these products are local one. So like for example, diba, in Philippine setting, we have medyo magbisaya sa ako, we have in agriculture the we have agriculture, but we can't deny the fact that some Filipinos don't get some assistance from the government, especially in the development of seeds. Unlike to other countries that they have genetic engineering, in which they have really they wanted that their product will be profitable, so they really develop the, like for example, the seeds of the rice, the corn, so that it will give them more profit. So unlike here in the Philippines, that maybe some was given an opportunity but not all, it's because out of financial siguro finance for the agricultural sector. So that is why, like for example, here in our locality, if we are talking about bagsak, since we are here in Bagsak, so pag bagsak siya gahi ana, so that is why people will not be proud or will not buy directly the product, because kung kung mabahaw daw siya kay gahi, so instead they support the foreign rice, like for example, Kohako, diba? It's from the international tree being imported here. So instead, they support the local one. So they start from the other country. So diba, that is a saddening fact for us. But instead, we need to accept. But of course, I hope that government will also give us that they give us the development assistance financial or for seeds, because that is one, as I think, na problema in terms of the farming system. It needs assistance for us to give more profit also. Then the annual value added growth rate from livestock and poultry declined from 5% in 2001 to 2002 to about 1.5% in 2003 to 2009, primarily due to the continuing decline in cattle production. So this is true. It's because, like for example, diba, we have ASF. So, diba, what is the result? So since we have ASF, diba, ASF started when Philippines import more meat products. It's because Filipinos love also meat. So that is why kulang production dito sa country. So we need to import more meat from other countries. So since ASF started from other countries, so diba, the virus started from other countries through having the more import of products, then Filipinos, or especially that mga local na mga livestock, like for example, the swine was affected by the virus. So, through that importation, it really caused a really big problem to us. So that is one of the problems. So that is the production also because kanang makakause po siya decline in production. It's because of the virus. Then so as a consequence, the country continues. So as what I've said earlier, that because of the result, the country continues to import substantial volumes of meat products. because we Filipinos love to eat. So that is why we need also to have more meat, because meat is especially in swine or any poultry or any cattle, is very important to us because that is one of the protein source of our body. Then, according to the study, the Philippines ranks 12 among fish producing countries. So we are also known for that because we are located in which we are gifted with water. So we are also ranked with 12 among fish producing countries. So the contribution of fisheries in gross value added in agriculture at constant 1985 prices averaged 21.8 in the year 2000 to 2009. Fisheries subsector is a net earner of foreign exchange. Like for example, in Gensan. So, di ba, Gensan is known for their tuna. So that tuna is not just for local. They export that product, that fish, to other countries, or else they process it so it will become more profitable. So Philippines is also one of those fish producing countries. The next, the forestry. So since we are a tropical country, we have also gifted with forests. So this forest contributed only 0.5% of the total gross value added of the sector in 2000 to 2009. While annual export of forestry products represent only 0.1 of total Philippine export. So you see, the numbers of agricultural products really give help to the economy of the Philippines. So that is why we as farmers really hope that agriculture area will be given more assistance, because we are the key driver of economy. So since we are the key driver, of course, we need to be more assisted with the production, with the post-harvest, and anything that we wanted, so that it will also be more helpful to the economy and of course to our nearest locality. Next, we have the rice importation. So in terms of rice importation, the production of palay or annual rice increased on average by about 3.9% from 2000 to 2008. But Philippines continue to import large volume of rice. So still, although this is from the year 2008 and we are in the year 2021, this is still true. Why? Because for me and the research, because we di ba, the Philippines have a high volume of population. So that is why di ba tanan mangaon jud taog kanang unsa mangaon jud taog bugas. So because of the high population or increasing rice consumption, so that is the reason why we need to import more volumes of rice. So reason of having importation, first, inability to meet the demand from increasing rice consumption. It is attributed to low yield. Of course, di ba, this country is really prone to typhoons, floods, or anything weather disturbances. So we can't deny the fact that there are times that the production cause to decline, or else mga matay tanan, or else malunupan, especially now that the season is for La Nina. So although rain is helpful, but too much rain can also give us problems, because that to our production. So instead of having high yield, of course, we expect that it will have low yield. The next, the low cropping intensity. Low cropping intensity, of course, is this is one of the reasons also we need to import from other countries because of the problem. For example, the problem of the insects. the problem of the fertility of the land. So that is one of the reasons. The next, the high post-harvest losses. So of course, in this weather disturbances or any problem in the crop production, of course, it is expected that we are having high harvest losses. So we can't expect that there is more rice production in the country. So we need to import. The next, as what I've said earlier, the damage due to floods and typhoons. This is really a problem for us farmers. It's because it can really kaunon wala mang gipuan, wala lang imuhang investment in the production. Dili na siya in crop production or rice production, you can't expect that it is 100%. Just pray that your investment will be profitable, but nowadays, especially this weather or else the insects, of course, you need to expect that there is really a problem. So of course, be positive in terms of production. The next, about 3.8 tons or hectare in 2008 remains lower than neighboring ASEAN countries and well below the maximum potential of about 7 to 11 tons per hectare, depending on the type of seed used. Like for example, here, I really experienced the seeds medyo defective siya. It was given to us from the government, but sad to say, it's not used because wala siya tubo, ma'am. So our other choice is ipagaling na lang jud namo. Then to siya although we are thankful because we receive seedlings from the government, but sad to say low quality jud siya. Kaingon low quality, it's because di siya mo tubo, sayang lang ang kuan kanang ani. So to nakaon, but nakaon na mo siya, but the quality of rice when after milling gahit siya mabakaw good, kailangan dagan siya tubig. So di ba, as farmers, we really hope that the government will give us assistance in terms not just in seedlings but also some other aspect, like for example the fertilizer or another services. So that is one. The natural resource degradation. This is one of the problem in the country because country's total land area of 30 million hectare is made of 14.2 million hectare of certified lienable disposable lands. So in that 30 million, it consists of 14.2 million of certain alienable disposable lands. The next, the 15 million of classified forest lands. So this is for forest. Then 0.8 million for unclassified forest land. So the Philippines has a really great number or has a big area. So that is why we are really thankful. But of course, we need also to see nga dapat maging profitable or else maging useful ang land, not just kay kanang pang kanang wala lang gamit area, because nowadays land is very important. Then forest cover it was estimated in 2003 at about 7.2 million hectare or only 41% of the amount classified forest land. So lands are being classified, like for example, residential, forest, agricultural, and so many more. Then the average reforestation rate of just 18,000 hectares per year remains a concern. So I bolded the concern because like for example, I really heard a news about some people, especially I don't know kung nakadungog mo sa law about NALOA, and that is one of the projects that the president wanted to kanang maano siya ba ma-pass out in the Senate or yes, ano siya sa sa Congress, but in the Senate it was still on wala pa siya. It's because some senator don't want to pass that because they have their interest, self-interest. In my case, in my opinion about that, of course, LALOA is so very important kasi maano na siya ng land ba, maklasify na siya where is for where is for residential, where is for agricultural, and then where is for the housing, ana siya. But then, dili na siya ma-pass out because some people have a high interest, especially in real estate now. So that is why people, especially kanang sa agricultural sector, were affected kasi instead of that area will be for agricultural purposes, they have it for residential or housing because it's for money. So, di ba, luoy kay ang mga farmers. So, that is why is also the concern here in the Philippines na dapat ang mga farmers, especially the land area, if it is good for agriculture purposes, then that is for agriculture purposes. For if it's for housing, that is for housing. But however, some people, especially those big ones, na dili jud sila makapasaan na because mawala lang kwarta kay gipalit na nilang yuta. So that's one. Then less than 5% of the 25,000 square kilometers of coral reefs remains in good condition. So next, the mangroves decreased from around 4,500 square kilometers in 1918 to only about 1,380 square kilometers. Next, the binding constraint on sector development. So in sector development on the area of agriculture, so what are those? Low productivity. So iba, low productivity, it's because of the problem, like for example, the weather disturbances, the flood, typhoons, then limited connectivity. Limited connectivity, especially those on rural areas, kanang mga mag-uuma nga nasa mga hiyat kayo, di ba? Kanang, that is one of the issue nowadays kasi farmers needs assistance. Though the government give their attention, but not 100%. There are still some farmers na, especially those who are living on rural areas, needs assistance. Like for example, during nowadays La Nina, some people cannot go out because of the flood. So that is why that is one